Here is Sunny, age 7, a tabby cat paying his monthly visit to the vet due to a chronic kidney disease. Sunny lives in New York City, in the United States of America. Here is Pompon, also age 7, a French tabby cat enjoying his lunch at exactly the same time in the charming city of Dijon, in the Burgundy region of France. Pompon has the same disease as Sunny, but his owners have never detected it. You can see that these two cats look very much alike. Are they twins? No. Are they doppelgangers? Still no. Are they actually the same cat? Finally, we are hitting upon the truth. Is this something beyond your understanding? Of course. How can the same cat be in two different places at the same time? If you are questioning this truth, maybe it's because you are unaware of the quantum scale, and even less so of the quantum plan. Quantum physics describes the behavior of all the particles that shape absolutely everything. Cats, humans, chairs, water, light, planets, stars. On the quantum scale, a particle, let's say an electron for example, has multiple properties at the same time. It can have multiple speeds, multiple locations. In fact, any of its observable properties can be superposed. It is common scientific acceptance to believe that if particles can do this on the weird quantum scale, they lose this specificity when they are measured by humans. The other variables vanish when the particles are brought onto our common scale. But if this fact is true in most of the cases we know about, it is not the whole truth. So why is this cat Sunny exactly the same cat as Pompon? For the same reason that a particle can be in multiple places at the same time. It responds to quantum physics rules, not traditional Newtonian physics rules. Sunny and Pompon have exactly the same DNA and would give you exactly the same reaction with exactly the same purr if you put them in the exact same situation. They grow, mature, and learn all at exactly the same pace. And what about their disease? Well, Pompon automatically benefits from the care Sunny receives, which explains why Pompon's owners have never detected his chronic renal insufficiency. All because they are the same cat, because they live a strictly parallel life without even knowing it. But why this particular cat? Why in New York and why in Dijon? Well, that is a much more complicated question to answer, because it is part of the quantum plan. Granted, the same animal existing in two different places is not something common. Yet, the phenomenon can also be applied to humans. Examples throughout history are legion. Why don't you check out the life of King Umberto I, who met his other self in a restaurant on July 28, 1900. Both were dead the very next day. Why don't you delve into the case of Jim Lewis and Jim Springer, who met for the first time age 55 and immediately fell in love with their own superposition? Or even the strange case of Eva and Emma Meinert, known as twins, but they were not, who were so in sync that they fooled an entire town for 12 years, pretending to be a Haflinger pony. You might call these doppelgangers. You might call these coincidences. But you can't explain these coincidences because coincidences do not exist. The only existing truth is the quantum plan. Nobody knows about this plan, and yet it rules the world. It defines everything around you, everything you see, everything you feel, everything you love. No matter if you're rich or poor, if you consider yourself as someone of great importance or feel like a complete loser, the more you understand exactly what the quantum plan is, the more you will realize how insignificant, manipulated, and powerless you are. But be reassured in your misfortune, because you, by watching this video, are a bit luckier than your human peers. Why? Well, because you are watching the first episode of a series that will help you discover the entire truth of the quantum plan.